Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp of the Limp, and I am back with some more World of War 85 Blood and Fury. We're going to pick up where we left off. We're now into turn 2. Make sure I move that on my little track there. And we're ready to get started. I went ahead and removed all the ops counters and everything. Got us set to go. Now, made one little goof. Actually, I made two goofs. I just realized I forgot to put these cards in there, but that's alright. We'll go ahead and do that now. My Apaches come in, right? My Apaches come in this turn. And I was eyeballing the map. I was like, okay, where am I going to go with my Apaches? What am I going to do? And it's not really a goof. It's actually, it worked out very well for the choices that I made for the Soviets versus what the Americans did. The Americans started off good. But here's the problem. Their anti-air weapon is right here. Nothing else they have can shoot at my Apaches. Not even the green missiles. Green missiles cannot fire at the Apaches. I had to go do the chat bot just to make sure I was 100% correct on that. So these anti-tank guided missiles that the BMPs have cannot be fired at a flying, hovering, nape of the earth Apache. That means the only vehicle they have is this Shilka back here. But the Apaches, the only way they can fire is if they move 12 or fewer hexes. I can fly them in, nape of the earth, and that's what I was thinking. Let's smash the 200, get rid of them. And I was planning on bringing them in and trying to smash the Shilka first, so the remaining Apaches just blow up everything they've got. They wouldn't be able to do anything. They would just have to rush the American forces and hope somebody survived. Problem is, he has a range of 9. The Apaches only have a range of 6, which means he outranges them. And I can't get in close enough to get shots on him. If I could get close enough with an Apache to take a shot, I would and run the risk, because he's only got light armor. Good chance I could take him out in one salvo. They throw 3 dice, but it was still a good chance, or at least weaken him. And this is a 1-step unit, so I only need to do 2 hits, 1 to disrupt and 1 to kill. But their 12 hexes in leaves me 7 hexes away from him. I'm 1 hex short. Oh, that worked out very, very badly for the Americans. They are not going to be able to do anything with those Apaches. Not this turn anyway. I'm only going to be able to tuck them in. They come in anywhere on the left side of the board. Bottom to top, wherever I want to go with them. Alright, so we got our cards shuffled up. I really wanted this turn to be the Americans' turn to kick some ass. Burn some of these things down, because it's the only turn where the Americans are going to get 4 activations, with the Soviets only getting 1. They only have the 200th in here, and the Americans have 2 cards, and then 2 cards for their Apaches. But there's just no way. Maybe if I activate them on the second activation, so I can bring them in short, but that requires their activations to go well. We'll just have to see how this plays out. Alright, so let's draw our first card, see what we're going to get. And it's the 200th. God, we're starting with them. Okay. First thing first. Let's try to get rid of these disruptions. The disruptions, they're going to need 6s or under. Start with the tank here in the back. He does not pass. Infantry in the front. They do pass, so they recover. They are no longer disrupted, and now their HQ has to come in, and their HQ only has a range of 3, so it's got to be on a middle unit somewhere. I've got to go with the BMP or the T-80. Let's go with the T-80, try to get them a little bit of a boost. Alright, so now I can activate them. Let's draw a card, see what the card says for them. No one's within 3 hexes. Disrupted. And 0 defense bonus. He is in a defense bonus hex. Closest unit, LRM. They would move towards cover if they were disrupted. Closest to a good order player unit, fire. I don't think they have anyone that can fire. Let's see. Do they have anyone that can fire? He's got a range of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can fire at the infantry. He can fire at the infantry, start causing some hurt. And that's only going through one hex side of blocking terrain, so he does have a line of fire. So we will do that and probably do some moves with the rest of their guys for their activation. Alright, let's start with the shot. And it's the one that I put the HQ on too. Oh, that gives him a bonus die. He gets to roll 4 dice looking for 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, in range. Four dice. And we need to figure out what defense. I need to get my tweezers. Alright, so our infantry are soft targets, which means they normally do not get defensive dice. However, they are in a city hex, which grants them 2 dice. Sadly, it's only going to be on 5, so they are up against the Soviets' 4 die. Attack. Please, infantry, stay. I need your missiles. Otherwise, this could go bad. Oh, did they miss with every shot? They missed with every shot. Look at that. That's what I need. T-80 swinging and a miss. Wow, swing and a miss. Okay. We don't even have to roll our dice. That will finish him off. Can I do any other firing? Only range of 3 with him. Range of 2, range of 3. He's disrupted anyway. He could, but he's out of range, so it's pretty much all movement. Okay, I'm trying to think if I can get any of these guys close enough by doing movement to do a move and fire. The infantry can't move and fire, but the vehicles can. But he loses. The Soviets lose 2 firepower dice when they move and fire, and they can only go up to half. 1, 2, 3. I could get him close enough to fire. The tank's already done his thing. The HQ's there. This one could come across. 1. No, that's... Well, let's just say his road. We'll count as 1, 2, 3. He could get close enough as well. And just an FYI, what I am using to make decisions for the enemy is the solo behavior table. So basically, once they've done the obvious stuff, the obvious shots that they have available to them, I just resort to this table, which is going to tell you things like in order to move towards victory conditions, try to do some moving, firing, things like that. And right now, it's basically saying move towards the objective and try to shoot. I almost think I need to play it a little safe here and try to get some guys into some more covered positions to where they could take some shots later, because the Apaches are going to be able to come in, and the Apaches are going to get some turns. Unless I draw 2 end of turn cards back to back, the Apaches are going to get some shots on them. I think keeping this guy in the back is a good idea, but I can't move him too far from the HQ, otherwise he's going to be out of command. This guy's already moved anyway. I could move him forward, but if I move him forward, I'm making it easier for me to shoot him with the Apache, so I am going to leave him there. Normally I would move him forward, but I am going to leave him there. Let's move these infantry out. They've got 1, 2, and 3. That gets them in range, and it forces me to waste some shots at them. I'm not going to op fire with my infantry on them. I don't want to waste their shots. Their shots should go towards other things. So we'll mark these guys as moved, and that way they're in a spot to where if they survive, they can put some rounds down range and try to put a little hurt on the American infantry. Get rid of them. This guy still needs to repair. He can't move, so the only 2 left are the 2 BMPs. And where would I want to go with those guys? I think we're going to scoot this one along. 1, 2, and 3. I'm still within 3 hexes of the HQ, so he's not out of command. But now he's getting closer to where he can loop around 1, 2, and put some move and fire action downrange on a following turn. Or even maybe do a move and fire and try to blat a tank with his missile. That could be a thought too. So we're going to move this guy into a defensible hex to try to get him to survive. Now the question is, do I want to op fire at him? I'm not going to move him any closer, so I think I will go ahead and op fire with the American infantry. 3, it's 1, 2, 3. I could get in range to fire at him, but it would be -2 firepower dice, and or is it -2 or -1 for those? Yeah, that would be -2 firepower dice. So if I move them farther, they're only going to be getting friggin' 1 die attack against the American infantry. At best, they could get a disruption. So I'm going to leave them there where they're at least more defensible for the moment. So we'll stop them there, but we are going to up fire with the Americans at them. I've got 4 die attack coming in. They do have a 5, and they get a bonus 1 from the defensive terrain, which will give them 2 total dice. All right, come on. Big money, big money. Need a play here. Yeah, we got 2. I'll take 2. I'll take the 2. What are they going to have? Come on. Need to 5. Oh, they block it both. They block it both. Look at that shit. Look at that. Oh, missiles flying, buildings exploding, and nothing happens. Oh, that BMP got lucky. And let's do our missile check. Let's not forget, the missile's still good. Got American infantry just holding them tow missiles, baby. They're just holding them on. All right, so that should finish us out for the Soviets. Now we just have to start drawing cards for the Americans and see what they're going to activate first. The Apaches aren't on the board yet. I just have them placed there, and I think I hit one of my counters, so we'll move that back in place. But I will be moving them on from this left side of the board, anywhere on this left side of the board when they do activate. And really not much I can still do with the units here, but I do have a chance to put some other rounds down range, so maybe plink off these infantry. All right, first card is going to be for the Apaches. So I can use this just to fly them in, get them in position. Because like I said, if I can take out that Shilka, then that gives me an advantage here. That is going to give me a severe advantage because the Apaches could lay waste to everything else, and the Soviets would have no choice but to try to race in and do what damage they could before the Apaches just picked them apart. All right, here we go. Here we go. How are we going to do this? Let's fudge knuckle this one around. I'm thinking I just tuck them in here. Anywhere they go up, right? If they fly in nape of the earth, getting on top of this hill will get them in range of that, which I really don't want to have happen. I need these Apaches to stick because they're what's going to help hold back the tide of incoming Soviets. So, I think I just tuck them behind the hill and hope I draw another card for them. We'll fly them both in, nape of the earth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can get up to this line right here. The M line is my default. Now, if we just fly them both in down here to the bottom. Actually, let me tilt the camera a little bit. They're coming in way low. Way low. Swing low, sweet Apache. Gonna blow up some BMPs. Yeah, we'll put them both down here. We'll ops complete those fools and leave them there. That way they're on the hill, but they're kind of tucked at the backside of the hill. That way they can't get line of sight on these guys. And their next activation, they can swoop in. I've got 12 hexes of movement. Plenty. I can race up with both Apaches and just rain Hellfire missiles onto the Shilka here. Which, perfect. All I need is one good roll. Just 2 hits. 2 hits. Take out the Shilka, and then it's layways time. Alright, so we'll leave those there. That finishes off the American activation for those guys. Now, we need the cards to come up right. We need the cards to come up right. What I don't want to see is end of turn cards. I got 5 cards left. And I need those end of turn cards to be at the bottom of that thing. And next card is an active operations. No! 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 I need American cards. I need them. I need them badly. Okay. If I turn over another end of operations, I'm going to be highly upset. The next card is the Americans. They are activating. So now we've got 3 cards left. 1 end of turn. 1 66th, one of these guys, the armored guys, and 1 Apache card left in here. I need that end of turn to be at the bottom where this is going to go much worse than I originally anticipated. Alright, we're going to take off that activation. And we're going to start with what I can start with, which is going to be the Patton. And then we're going to take another shot and hope the tow missiles hang out. See if the Patton can lay waste to the infantry. He's firing with improved position. Or from an improved position, but that's not going to matter. It's just defensive. He's got a range of 5 for his HE. It does give him 3 dice attack, and he will be hitting on 5s. The soft target is not going to get any defensive bonus, I believe, for road. They are not going to have any defensive dice. They're hanging it out there. They're soft targets with nothing defending them. I need to make sure that I'm keeping track of concealment as well. I don't think it's taken place here, but it is possible. Concealment has to do if your unit has no ops complete, no other markers on it, it hasn't moved, it hasn't shot. It gets a defensive bonus. I think it just gets a single D6, but I don't think that's come into play yet. It might have with the American infantry, but I believe they've had an ops complete marker on them every time they fired. All right, let's go ahead and fire with a Patton at the infantry. What do we got? We got just 1. Just the 1. Actually, that's all we need. That is all we need. No, we needed 2 to kill them. They don't get to roll anything, so they just get disrupted. So if they don't recover from that disruption, I have a chance to lay waste to them on the next turn. Now, we'll do our firing, and we'll go after this BMP again. See if we can get this guy. Same thing, 4 missiles, or 4 die missile attack, coming at the BMP. No! No! What a whiff! What a whiff! What a whiff! What a whiff! No! How can it be so bad? And they still have missiles. Good God, they still have missiles. How do they still have missiles? I don't know. I do not know. Oh, and before I forget to mention it, yes, I know there is long range that is longer than the printed range, but that does not apply to helicopters. So they do not get to use that. Actually, I stand corrected. I just went and checked the rules again, and I think I mistaken that with the close air support. So something like these little fools, all right? They do not gain the short range or long range bonuses or penalties applied to them, but I believe helicopters can get it. So I could have fired with those fools, but I did not. That burns me a little bit because I screwed up on that one. But that's all right. Mistakes do happen, so we'll deal with it. I can't remember every single little rule. There's a lot of if this, then that, and little modifiers here and there. The basic premise of the counters are simple to understand, but sometimes you can make a goof. And sadly, that was one of mine. Damn, I'm kicking myself because I could have shot that little bastard, and now it's too late. Well, it might be too late. Well, we'll see. I've got cards left to draw. Let's go to our next card. Actually, I need to mark him before I forget it. Ops complete. So, is there anything else? Anyone else? His line of fire traces through the hill. He can't. Can he? No, it would nick that city. Yeah. Yeah, there's no one else I can get a line of sight with. So, to the next card we go. No! Shit! Got to activate, but I can get... Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. See, this is where the Americans get burned. Because this only comes into play if they didn't activate this turn. And both of them activated. So what you would do is, normally if a platoon has cards, or a formation rather, has cards that don't get drawn, you take their HQs and you put them on an end of operations card. It gets set to the side. So we would do like that, right, to signify it, and do something else for, what, the helicopters there. But you do that to ensure that its card will be drawn. But I don't get to do that with these cards because they did activate. They activated. That sucks. That sucks for me because I don't get to activate twice. That's the bonus for the Americans, is they get to activate more. They have less units, but they get to activate them more often. This time I didn't get to activate them more often. And now we are going to be adding to this 2 more cards. We've got the 48th and the 245th. That is a buttload of units that are getting added to this formation draw. And I still have 2 other cards left to add at the end of the following turn, or the end of the 6th turn, or beginning of 6th turn rather. Both of these close air supports get added in, but I don't know what I'll have left by that point. That just, it really burns me when I don't get to activate the Americans. That would have been another chance to fire off another missile, another attack with the tank here to try to finish off these infantry, and that would have been my key moment to move in the helicopters over here to try to take out the Silka, because now I have those huge groups of units who are coming onto the board, and I don't know where they're coming. Let's see. Oh, look at that. And they've got missiles, anti-aircraft missiles. Oh, I really needed my helicopter. Well, maybe it's a good thing my helicopters weren't out there, because had they been, that could have been bad. Oh my god, that's a lot of T-80s. Is that T-80s? Yeah, those are T-80s. That is 10 T-80s coming onto the map, and 2 anti-air missiles are coming onto the map. But they're coming onto the map with infantry who are going to be loaded into a BMP. So they would have to be offloaded to use it. If I can take it out, great. But 2 Apaches can't hold back everything. So it's really going to depend where these guys come in. I am going to roll for them as well. They will come in either at the top. If they do, I'll pan the camera up there, this middle part, or down over here. And do they have, yeah, he's got oh yeah, 2 more anti-air. So a total of 4 more anti-air, and the Apaches are really what I was planning on leaning on to hold all this back. Because I need to take out the anti-air. If I take out that, then it forces them to disbark their infantry to take care of the Apaches, and disbarking the infantry takes turns away from them because they would have to reload them to take the city and then push them off the map. You know, I was thinking about it. Instead of smashing through the Americans, who are in a fairly defensible spot, I might have one formation reinforced while another just shoots around the back, because anything they offload back here, that's all victory points. And I have no defense in the rear. Nothing. So if they scoot along an upper road, well, they would have to go way up top to outrange it. But if they're moving 6 hexes a turn, yeah, they can do that through clear terrain. Make some movement. All right, but you guys stay tuned. I will be back with the next one. We'll film the next video, and we'll see how it plays out. The dice gods did not love me on this turn. I don't even think I didn't take out anything. I didn't. No, I actually did not. They just got closer. I got my Apaches and they got closer, but nothing else got damaged. The infantry were already disrupted. They just got re-disrupted. All right, that's going to be it for me. You guys stay tuned. We'll be back with turn number 3.